blood is blue. Not a person who is proud of that. Not going to other camel out of the cast. Whatever I wear, whatever I say, people stop to notice me. My blood is blue.
We are going to sing very special, very, very, very
That's all we do, so don't you make a fuss. We're not
chariot, madame.
but most people regard us with a lot more trust. Uncovering defense, political preference. What we do always sets the trend.
That'll be $36. I'll need to see your ID, sir.
Oh, please. You know, all I got is this 100, sir.
I'll have to see an ID, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you just ring up the 3 bottles and keep the change?
Go on. Get out of here.
Don't I get it back? It's against the law to have open bottles in the street, sir. I'll need some cups, too. Thank you.
What do you think soap opera's for? It's great, folks. It belongs to a friend of ours, and it has bunks down below. The bunks down below. Bunks down below.
Everyone's heart. Going public is part of the job. We believe our press when they say we're cool. In love affairs and breaking no rules.
Here's the picture of the girl I told you about, Kim Morgan. She was found dead in a ditch near her parents' home. Asphyxiation from aspiration.
Choking to death. She must have had a lot to drink, huh?
Yeah, well, she had a stamp on her hand. She'd been to a dance in West Chadway, and she left with 3 seniors. We have their names, signs of alcohol consumption, possible drugs. We'll know after the autopsy.
That girl's underage. If someone gave her drugs and she died, it's felony murder.
Yeah, but it was a big party.
Yeah, if it was a party, why not just pull in the whole crowd?
All right, like we can start with the 3 guys that she left with.
Yeah, I wish we could. This is the West Side, guys. Someone calls in a prowler. We respond in less than 3. One of these kids from Chadway gets drunk. He gets picked up by a black and white. I have to take him home.
I love it. Their type never get involved in such things.
Your type now, Pinhole, because you and Hanson are transferring from Westminster. Good school. Yeah, sure, if you folks don't mind shelling out $6,000 a year before you go to high school, hon. Hey, Okie, you'll be the backup. Hoffs will take care of the victim's side. Well, Hanson, I guess for once you've got on the right duds, bub.
Oh, no.
Folks,
Rotating schedule, gentlemen. 7 classes in a 6-period day. 7th class starts Tuesday in the first period slot, ending that day with class 5 in the 6th period slot, and so on. Yes, we're coordinate here. The girls' school is the building on the other side of the administration building. The hut is the campus lounge. It's over in the middle building. I'm sure you'll find that.
Open campus, sir?
The seniors only. The honor roll students don't have to report until their first class.
Got it.
It's most unusual for West Chadway to accept transfer students in mid-semester, but you two boys have excellent credentials, despite the little problem that caused your dismissal.
Well, thank you, sir.
Don't disappoint me.
Oh, we won't, Mr. Patton.
AP English, gentlemen.
I guess we sit here.
What the hell does AP English mean?
Advanced placement. So you take a test at the end of the year, and if you pass, it counts as a college credit in English.
I knew that.
Gentlemen, I trust you all had a pleasant break. No casualties. As you've all been reading Robert Penn Warren's All the King's Men, we'll resume the festivities with a discussion of the themes and symbolism of the opening chapter. Mr. Crow, could you please refresh our memories of the book's opening passages?
A car drives down a lonely highway in a southern state, from the capital to Mason City.
And the dominant image?
The heat that shimmers up off the roadway. It obscures whatever's up ahead, further down the road.
On a roll here. And the effect on the driver, Mr. Rollader.
The driver occasionally dozes off at the wheel, mesmerized by the highway.
And what effect brings him to, in each case, Mr. Peters?
The tire slipping onto the shoulder of the road.
Correct. Welcome, sir. Interpretation, Mr. Henderson, our other newcomer.
Interpretation?
Yes.
Shouldn't drive too many hours without a rest break.
I suppose the academic standards at Westminster are more uneven than we've been led to believe.
State College! State College! State College!
Can you help him, Mr. Crow?
I'm not sure he can be helped, sir.
It is our duty to try. Give it your best shot.
We are all on the straight and narrow, but as man is not always on the lookout, he can slip off into moral decay.
I got lucky. All the King's Men was the only book I actually read in my last school. Kinda liked it, actually. I hate this school. Everybody here thinks they're so smart.
They are smart. You know the average college board score is 1,300.
Is that good?
I wouldn't know. I'm headed for state.
Well, what's wrong with the state college system? My brother went to state.
Hey, take a look. Crow and roll later. Come on, let's go practice our socialization skills in the hut.
I don't need any practice.
Just hang back and follow my lead. These are my people.
Tom Hanson, born to prep.
Hey, guys. We gotta talk. What is it now, Carrie?
I'll tell you what it is. Kim Morgan died Saturday night. I just heard from Haverty. It's all over Jefferson High. Dead. Yeah, she's dead. What are we gonna do? I'm not gonna do anything. Here. Phone up.
Right to your face. Yes, I can't believe it. That's so rude.
Hi. We're new here.
No kidding.
Mind if we join you? We just transferred from Westminster.
Escaped is more like it. One step ahead of the man. Hey, that is a great earring.
Thanks. My mother gave them to me.
Mind if I try it on?
Sure. So how long have you had your ears pierced?
Ever since that night I got drunk with Bobby Atkinson and his knitting needle.
So does this mean we're going steady?
I'll let you know. This is my friend Tom Henderson.
You have a name?
Yeah, I got a name. Douglas Everett Peter.
I see you've met the refugees.
Nice earring. Her mother gave it to me. Tom, why don't you get us a round of drinks?
Sure.
You should get your ear pierced. Look great with your hair.
That's what I keep telling him.
Great. Hand me that fork.
Is that what they tossed you out of Westminster for?
No, that was more of an honor code situation.
That dork violated the honor code?
Well, he's really quite corrupt once you get to know him.
Right.
Rollator here is the president of our honor council.
Can you be blunt?
I like this guy.
I'm very sorry about what happened to your daughter. Mrs. Morgan, I know this may not be the best time, but I thought perhaps you might be able to tell me something about the party Kim went to that night.
What happened? The same thing that happened at the party the week before and the one before that. Maybe I shouldn't have let her go to all those parties. She was hard to handle. I really tried, but she liked to run after her dad died. Is it so bad? I know that some people thought she had a bad reputation. But she was just 16 years old.
Kim used to hang around with the boys from West Chadway.
West Chadway. She used to tell me, I can marry more money in a minute than I can make in a lifetime. I told her, those boys don't marry anyone from the East Side. Vinny, this is Officer Hoffs. She brought Kim's things over from Jefferson.
I can see this is a big deal already. They sent their most experienced officer to find out who murdered my sister.
Well, we're not exactly sure that it was a homicide, Mr. Morgan. An investigation is underway.
Oh, yeah, sure. Ask a couple of questions, file a report, and thank the people for their time.
Hey, look. I'm here to find out exactly what happened to your sister. Now, I don't care who's involved, how much money they have, or what kind of car they drive. Now, if there's anything you know...
I know that 3 rich boys got my sister so drunk that it killed her. And I know no matter how much hell I raise, they're never gonna see the inside of a jail.
Absolute.
Absolutely.
To the Fun Club.
The Fun Club. The Fun Club.
Thrill seekers, risk takers, and wealth makers. Also known as the Royal We, dedicated to competition and recreation. The man with the most toys wins.
Plebes be damned. To taking over.
So, what does your old man do?
Nothing. Retired at 32. Great-grandfather built the J Street Bridge. Trolley lines, too.
No kidding.
He travel a lot?
Yeah.
Guy's constantly out of town.
Great. Dr. Harrison Crow arrives back in town tomorrow. Which means we'll need to change our meeting spot.
Well, my mom's there, and she's been real sick. We could go to my buddy Henderson's place. I mean, his folks are always out of town.
Yo, dudes! I got it. Who let you in?
Now, is that any way to talk to a business partner? Huh? Who's this guy?
Don't worry, he's cool.
Check it out. Hard, boys, hard.
We're not making another run till mid-semester break, Kurt.
Oh, I think you're making another run this week.
Pass. We have too much work to do at school.
Seems like you had enough time for a wild date this weekend, didn't you?
You know about that?
Yeah, I do. And you picked a pretty stupid place to do it. I mean, over here, over there, everywhere. What's the deal? Oh, I cleaned it up, though. No big deal. And cheap champagne, boys. Very cheap. I'm very disappointed in the three of you.
I think we should be cool. We've made enough money.
Look, the point is this. We are business partners. You use my facilities for a party. I use your father's plane for a run. End of report. You need the sun anyway. I mean, look at you guys, huh? Have fun, for goodness sakes. I'll be in touch.
Well, it looks like we accepted the order.
You know, guys, I think he's got potential. What are you doing tomorrow?
What do you got in mind?
Might want to get you something.
Yeah, like what?
Initiated. You got a passport?
Sure.
Find it. We may take you on a little adventure.
Little thrill-seeking, risk-taking, and wealth-making?
Hey, no risk, no rush.
Yeah.
I've talked to her teachers, the girl she hung out with, her mother. They're all telling me the same thing. We're not dealing with Gidget here. I mean, I'm not even so sure this was a homicide.
So it wasn't a rape?
Look, Penhall, it's a rape as soon as she says no. Let's just get that straight right now.
Fair enough. I'm telling you, I talked to these guys, and they may be in some kind of drug thing with this Niles character, but they just don't strike me as murderers.
What happened to I hate these rich kids?
Well, I happen to spend a lot of time with them, unlike you, whom they think is a dork.
Who they think is a dork?
You just make sure you read your assignment for tomorrow. I'd hate for you to blow my cover because you're not Ivy League material.
Yeah, you know what I think? I think you always resented these guys until you had a chance to be one of them.
Well, you must be right, because now I resent you.
Hey, cut the rebop. Hey, Harry, run a check on that Niles freak.
That's...
Hoffs, who's Vinnie Morgan? He left 3 messages for you.
Oh, that's Kim's brother. Dude thinks his sister was some kind of prom queen who got murdered by a cult of Izod worshippers.
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't know. I think there's a possibility at least, and we should check it out.
I talked to these guys. Kim Morgan may have just been a party animal who died in the woods.
Oh, bad girls don't get raped, huh? Only good girls get raped. Is that it?
Excuse me, folks, but you know, the guys in the suits downtown ain't exactly doing backward flips over our budget here.
We got bigger problems than that. We need a house.
A house? What do you want with a house?
Well, these guys, they like to hang out at parents' houses. And now they want to hang out at my house. They like me. They think I'm cool.
Yeah, cool if you got something they can use.
And I had to make it your house to keep you involved, because they think you're a wasted time.
Okay, cool it, bud. I'll see if I can get you a house.
Problem is, we got 2 cases here. We got a possible murder, rape, and a drug case.
No problem, dude. We go with the murder case, hold the drug thing back. If we're wrong on the murder, we bust them on the drugs.
But then Penhall's committing a crime if he goes along.
Wrong. He's undercover, Hanson. See, we're really the good guys. Go with it, bud. See if you can get him to invite you along. If you can bust this Niles guy, maybe he'll roll over the other freaks, tell us what he knows about Kim Morgan.
Well, I don't get it. I mean, why would these guys run drugs when they can get all the money they need from their mommy and daddy?
No risk, no rush.
So Crawford Camp comes walking through the front door in his 3-piece suit. Now, here is where the all-time prep manners of all time kick in. Carrie turns to Mr. Cam and extends his hand. Carrie Graham, good to see you, Mr. Cam. And they shake hands. Cam counters just as calmly. Good to see you, Carrie. Why don't you put on your pants?
Oh, man. Your part of the story gets bigger every time you tell it.
I like to keep it visual. Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Speaking of which...
Right you are, Peters. How would you like to go on a little ride?
Sure, where are we going?
Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta.
Sorry, plane only seats 4.
But why don't we assemble at your house for cocktails as soon as we get back?
Yeah.
That is, if it's all right with you.
What do you want, hors d'oeuvres? Shall I chill the wine? Not if it's ready, shall we?
Hey, Tom, come on, relax, man. I told you, I got you a house.
Really? Where is it? What's it look like? I mean, is it gonna be big enough?
No, it's a tiny duplex on Howard Street. What do you think? Here, look at it.
Hey, not bad. Where'd this come from?
Remember that cat, what's his name, Jason DeMarco?
The guy that built that $100,000 sports car wouldn't work in reverse?
Yeah, that's the one. Anyway, the IRS confiscated his property right after the Security Exchange Commission nailed him.
Serves him right.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm returning your calls.
Yeah, I just, I wanted to find out if you got anything on Crow and his buddies.
How'd you know about Crow?
I broke into my sister's diary. Give me a break, will you? Now look, when you came over to my house the other day, you told me you were gonna do something, and nothing's being done. So I got some names for you. Scott Crow, Taylor Rollator, and Carrie Graham.
We know about them.
Then arrest them.
If and when we have reason, they'll be brought in.
Right. All right, let me lay it out for you, Officer Potts. You guys don't do something about this, I'm gonna.
You take the law into your own hands and I'll bust you, mister.
Bust me? Catch me first.
Look, I've talked to a lot of people. Now maybe you should accept the possibility that you don't know who your sister was.
I'm just sick of them. I used to carry their clubs around the golf course. I used to cut their lawns. Now I fix their cars because they don't want to get their hands dirty changing a few spark plugs. I mean, we're just not good enough for the moat. Except for providing a few basic services.
Nice car. Dad's?
Yeah, but it comes with a rude driver. I'm off at 5, boys. Still have the shopping to do. You get off when I say you get off, okay? Where's Peters?
We made him fly commercial. See, piece of cake.
Very funny.
Wouldn't want to take a chance of Dad's plane getting seized now, would we?
Chop, chop, you guys. Let's move it. I don't work for you, Mr. Henderson Jr. Hey, do you want me to tell Mr. Henderson Sr. about you taking the Ferrari to the kickboxing matches, You know, you're a pain in the neck, Mr. Jr. You're gonna get it one of these days. I'm warning you. Just shut up and drive the car, will you? So, we'll call Niles and have him meet us over there. What's the address? 4087 Conway Valley Road. Now, you follow us. You stay close. You're all a pain in the neck. So how was the trip?
Uneventful. Aside for them making me walk through customs with a kilo of cocaine in a false bottom suitcase.
You what? You muled it through? So now we don't have a case.
I know. I had no choice, so it would have blown my cover. Baggage claim tag was attached to my ticket.
Well, that is just great. Now, if the murder bus doesn't sing, we got no drug case because you're implicated bringing it in.
Hey, I feel bad enough. You wouldn't believe the way they got it wired down there. House on the beach, private airstrip right nearby. One lousy phone call and they get a kilo of pure stuff delivered right to their house within an hour. Hola, ¿quién quiere la cocaine?
Well, while you're gone, Penhall, we got back that report from the coroner. Now, Kim Morgan not only had intercourse that night with several people, there's also internal signs of trauma and a struggle. Definite rape, probable homicide.
What business did you say your father was in?
Huh?
What business did you say your father was in?
Oh, my father's an arbitrager.
Uh-huh. I thought anybody who was smart was into refinancing third world debt.
Say, you know, the doc's throwing a cocktail party tonight. Why don't you guys stop by?
We'll see. What time?
Cocktail hour.
Nice digs. I've seen this place before.
Well, maybe it's the decor. You know, everybody has these couches.
Well, you know, my father bought it from a pretty famous guy, Jason DeMarco.
Oh, yeah, the sports car guy. Right. There was that pictures of him and that 19-year-old baby married. Right.
Jason DeMarco, what a character. Guy makes a little money and thinks he's above the law. The nouveau, they never learn.
All right, give me the stuff. I'm in a hurry here. Come on, I'm in a hurry. Not bad. Last batch was better.
We took our cut. The rest is wait.
I trust you. You're president of the Honor Council, aren't you?
Jake said it's just a follow him, make sure he's not a middleman.
Well, Panhall thinks we can put these guys at the scene. We can bust Niles for the coke, leverage it for what he knows about Kim Morgan. At least we can get an indictment, you know?
At least.
So hard to believe the skies fall on stars. Who knows when they'll get away? I know
What's he doing? Why'd he stop there?
We'll soon find out.
What can I do for you?
I want a party. What can I get for $100?
Just tell me what you want.
I want to go around the moon.
For $100? All you get is jail. You're busted, pal.
Oh, no! My sweep, holy cow, is that on the sheet?
No, man, don't blow your cover.
Damn, we should have took him 5 minutes ago. Jenkins gonna love this.
Yo, Jenk. Hey, man, ticket. Jenk, you got a problem. What is it, my son?
Niles got picked up in a John trap before we could bust him.
Oh, terrific. Like, wow. Where was he?
Grand Avenue and 3rd.
77th Precinct. You know who the night commander is over there, sport? No. Look, he's got a kilo of cocaine sitting in that Bronco. If somebody finds it... Hey, relax, bub. There could be a cold stiff in that Bronco and the vice wouldn't know it. Let's just sat up and proposition somebody. Hello, Wes. This is Jinx.
You making any headway?
Hope so. Wes, I need to lose a guy in the system got popped by an undercover hooker. I was wondering, who's the night commander over at your place now?
Jacobson. Good luck.
I thought Jake the Rake was still over at Division.
Well, when they had the cutback, they dropped him down and gave him a command. He still has rank over you, but he's running this store. As I recall, he hates your guts. Ever since you guys lost the war in Vietnam for him.
Yeah, hey, no sweat, man. I know how to talk his language, pal.
You said you worked out of a chapel?
Yes, sir. So I'd like to get this particular John cut loose before he gets bound over to Superior Court in the morning, see? You see, sir, here's the deal. This is an unusually tough case due to the age and the social status of the suspects involved here.
Did you know those insignias haven't been regulations since '68?
What, these insignias? Huh.
Do I know you?
Me? No, I don't think so, sir. You see, sir, the thing is, this Niles person you're holding is in all probability a material witness to a homicide. But we can't very well force this person to roll over on our suspects if he's in jail here on a soliciting rap, if you see what I mean.
Do I know you?
Not that I know of, sir, really. I'd just like to thank you, sir, in advance for any cooperation I might receive from the 77th here and your superb command. I really do appreciate it.
You'll need an S-17-440 in triplicate. If it fits in with procedures, you'll get what you want, son.
Thank you, sir.
Are you sure I don't know you?
No, sir.
Hoss. Officer Hoss. Don't ask me who I am. I want to talk to Officer Hoss. My sister was raped and they're throwing a party over there. Now look, she gave me her card. She said to call her. She said to...
Hello? Hello?
This acquaintance of yours called and said to get him out of jail.
Yes, that's right, Uncle Kent.
What was the charge?
He didn't say on the phone, but he had about 1 kilo of cocaine on him when he was arrested.
Why do you have such an interest in this Mr. Niles?
Well, we'd like to keep him happy.
And we don't trust him.
Can I assume you have some business dealings with him?
Sort of.
Just hypothetically speaking, if he were to mention to the police something about someone he knows in exchange for a reduced charge on the drug possession...
Rolling over. What exactly could this acquaintance of yours tell the police about his friends?
Well, he could tell them about an incident that could be misconstrued as a triple rape and a possible homicide.
I'm very disappointed in you boys. This could be a very bad situation.
Sir, believe me when I tell you, we find the whole situation most regrettable.
Perhaps you should tell me all about this, and then we can see if we can arrange something.
Sir, I plan to attend Princeton in the fall. Do you think this will affect my admission any?
You didn't mention it on your application, did you?
No.
Can I help you? No?
Are you a guest of the party?
Yeah, I'm the guest of honor.
How come I didn't get all these messages from Vinnie Morgan? When did these come in?
Hey, I got them from downtown, okay? You know they screen all the calls.
Jeez, what's wrong with those guys? Lou's Deli.
Hello, Jude. It's me.
How'd it go with Jacobson? Did you get Niles out?
No, I didn't, but somebody sure as hell did. I'm in there for 90 sweet minutes with Jake the Rake. West walks in and tells me the creep's been bailed out.
By who?
That's the question. I want you and Aoki to follow him when he gets out, dig? Leave right now, Peaches, and you've got about 10 minutes while they stall the processing.
King 6 requesting 2 units backup, Grand Avenue and 3rd.
No thanks. I believe prostitution is a serious moral.
You're under arrest.
For looking at hookers?
For possessions of narcotics.
Houseboy.
It's my day job, Jack.
Look, I told you. I don't know anything about a wild party, okay?
You cleaned it up, remember? Cheap champagne.
Yeah, well, man, I guess you must have hearsayed incorrectly or whatever you call it.
Well, you think you're real smart, don't you?
That's a non sequitur, so I'm not sure how to answer you. Do you want an answer or a sandwich?
Now, you know what happened, and you know how it happened. First, a few of your creepy friends, as in Crow, Rollator, and Graham, went to a party where they met a young woman and got her very loaded on booze, drugs, whatever. The next morning, the same young woman is found dead in a ditch near her parents' home. Okay. Now, we also got you down for possession of a kilo of a controlled substance commonly known as cocaine, street valued at least 120 grand. And for that alone, Mr. Slime, you can be sent away for a considerable amount of time. Think about it. That's what's called your basic plea bargaining.
By the way, where's my attorney? I mean...
We've been having a little trouble with our phones of late. Hey, Winters, make sure that lawyer's on his way.
Why don't you tell us about Kim Morgan?
I don't know Kim Morgan. Read my lips. I don't...
How much did those rich punks pay you to go to jail for?
Huh? You're wrinkling my shirt.
100 grand? 200 grand?
I don't know what you're talking
You could be making 300 grand a year dealing. You gotta be losing money in jail.
Well, first of all, I don't know what you're talking about. And second of all, if you check the records, I've made some rather prudent investments.
Hey, forget it, bud.
He's gonna do a couple of years for the drugs, and he's gonna have this big pile of money waiting for him when he gets out.
My future's so bright.
You know something, man? This creep goes to prison, does his 2 years. I'm gonna be waiting at the gate with a bat for him.
Yeah, get in line. They still gotta live with what they've done, though.
Oh, what is this, the telltale heart? They don't feel anything. It's been bred out of them. All they do is compete and win. That's what they teach them at West Chadway. And they're laughing. They're laughing at you and me, because this time they beat us, man.
So, in other words, they got away with it.
Yeah. Are you gonna let that happen? What am I supposed to do? Go over to the house and knock the door down? That's okay, we let ourselves in.
Well, if it isn't the boys from Westminster. You know, a little birdie in jail told us that you two were police officers.
Since we're taxpayers, I guess that means you work for us.
Could you get me a vodka martini up with a twist, please?
We
We should have anticipated that. Drugs are against the law, right, Doug?
What is this? A gram of coke?
Now, see, I'm not gonna bust you for that. Because we get something big. We're gonna be your worst nightmare, guys. A couple of middle-class punks with badges and permission to kick your tail.
You've seen too many movies.
Yeah, well, we got a great story for you. We got your buddy Niles. And he's gonna roll over and he's gonna sing like a bird.
I don't think so. We heard he had a little memory lapse.
Yeah, it must have been drugs that you brought into the country.
Don't get up. You think that's funny, Jerry? Well, you may have miscalculated just a little bit. See, the judge's not gonna give him 3 years so he can get off in 2. He's gonna give him 10 years.
Poor Kurt.
Poor Fun Club. It's gonna be a change of venue, and he is not gonna like this new judge. As a matter of fact, this particular judge might even jar his memory a bit when he tells him his philosophy on the evils of drug smuggling.
I'm worried. Can you tell?
About you, Carrie. You worried? See, we're talking about a leveraged buyout against future commodities traders. You know what I mean?
He's gonna be talking so much, he'll be making stuff up.
Yeah. You're bluffing.
You're right, it's a bluff.
Yeah, just a bluff. Nice house.
Bye, guys.
You think they're serious?
You heard what your uncle said. He took the deal. He took the money.
Yeah, but I don't know.
They're just trying to psych us out.
I never should have let you guys do this to me. I never should have gone along with you guys.
Bone up, Graham. Trust us. We're all in this together. I don't know about you guys, but I got exam in the morning. This thing's handled. You guys can worry all you like. I'm going home. I'll see you tomorrow at school.
The guy here says he knows all about the Kim Morgan death.
I'm on my way out. Can I help you?
Look, about this Kim Morgan matter.
Yeah.
I just can't have this on my conscience anymore. A couple of my friends were involved. And I'll tell you exactly what happened that night, but I want you to get the DA down here and arrange immunity for me. Okay?
And she gets raped and murdered.
And one of the guys still gets to walk. It's not right, Jack. Niles has a drug beef, big deal. He was headed for that anyway. But now Rollator's out there playing tennis because he's outwitted the other two.
Damn good job, bud.
We got lucky. We were playing on carries and securities.
Well, it worked. We just bagged 3 of them instead of 4, but you still made the best deal you could.
It just doesn't feel right.
Don't sweat the small stuff, pal. It all evens out.
Cosmic justice.
Cosmic, divine justice, whatever you want to call it. Sooner or later, guys like these freaks get theirs. Do you ever stop to think what Jason DeMarco was like in the 11th grade?
Hey, get off of my car.
You Taylor Rollator?
Yeah, who are you?
I'm Vinnie Morgan. Kim Morgan's brother.
What do you want? What are you gonna do?
What'd you do to my sister?
Hey, come on, man.
Wait a minute, how are we gonna do this? Well, we don't want to sound too preachy, right?
Yeah, it's really important that we don't make it seem like we're pointing the finger at anybody.
No, but drugs are a problem. I mean, there's a lot of peer pressure in high school, and the point is, drugs can really mess you up.
And if anyone needs help and feels like talking about it, call 1-800-COCAINE. We should have filmed it.
What was that number again?
Holly, it's right there.
Oh.